Hello, Twin Flames. Welcome back to our channel. I'm going to do a mini Twin Flame card reading for you. And so we're pulling from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. I love this deck. I don't know if I used this last time or not, but here we go. I'm gonna shuffle the cards, and just to let you know, this week has been a deep week of cleansing and purging. I'm sure you can really feel it in your union and your consciousness. And we're entering a new cycle, is what it feels. As we enter new cycles, we have to let go of the old, right? Because what was, maybe once serving you as you move into the new, it no longer serves you. And so that can feel uncomfortable, and that transformation, that purging and upheaval process, they say, or as they call it. But you want to be very gentle with yourself throughout, and just make sure that you're doing a lot of self-care, a lot of nurturing, and just making sure that you're giving your body what it needs. Taking walks, having a bubble bath, or just anything you can do to nurture yourself. Just ensure that you're doing it at this time. Okay, so we had our first card come out, and that is number 4, Opportunity Beckons. Yeah, so I feel like, just as I was sharing, also number 4 is Foundation. But as I was saying, is like we're, coming out of a cycle and moving into a new cycle. And so Opportunity Beckons. There's going to be, it's like a new beginnings. And you can see this, there's also the infinity symbol right here. But there's opportunities, and there's something new coming in. And specifically related to your union, number 4, with that being foundational, I feel like it's a lot of basically what I was just saying is it's a crumbling away of the old so that the new can take place. And also green is the heart chakra energy. So you're going to feel uncomfortable throughout that process, but just relax. And really, that discomfort comes from resisting the change. So you don't need to resist the change, just allow it to flow, and it will naturally move and progress. The next card we have is a number 5, Teach. All right, so we have the number 5 at the top, which is changes. And just as much as you are a teacher, you are a student. Twin flames are each other's teacher and each other's student. And so it's important that you know that your energetic being is naturally teaching your twin flame something. It's showing them where to love themselves. And so is your twin flame doing that for you. And that is where you are in the student role. And so it's important that you are open to changes, and that you're willing to look at what your twin flame is showing you, regardless of what that might be. And we know with twin flames, there's the mirroring dynamic that's always at play. And even if you're not physically in your twin flame's presence, they can still mirror something to you. And that can sometimes happen through social media. If you are checking up on their social media, or, maybe they're checking up on yours, you're going to get triggered, is a possibility. Or you are physically with your twin flame, and you're experiencing those triggers, in your physical reality in that way. But it's just important to remain humble and practicing that humility, because when you're humble, you're open to learning, you're open to receiving love and those lessons that are taking you deeper into your oneness with your twin flame. And know that as you choose that humility, they're choosing it too, because they are you. And so when you're willing to grow, evolve, and learn, your twin flame is also choosing to grow, evolve, and learn. And they're willing to show, they're willing to receive what it is that you're showing them. And they open their hearts just as you open your heart to them. Next card, we have Clarity of Belief, right? And you can see there's a number 1, which is often symbolic of new beginnings. And we have looks like a butterfly there. Clarity of Belief. And so I feel like this card, it's very important to relax into your heart space. If you're seeking clarity on anything in regards to your union or any area of your life, know that that clarity comes from relaxing into your heart space. It's not going to be found in your mind. And this is a trap that I myself have gotten caught in. And I know a lot of other people, clients that I work with, they also get trapped. We call it a thought train. And so you hop on that thought train and you probably ain't coming off until you choose to get off of it. And logic is a beautiful thing, but you want to ensure that you're not having those obsessive thoughts and constantly seeking for that understanding or the clarity. But it's really like consulting in your heart. Your heart is already one with the truth. And so, if you're wanting to communicate with your twin flame, you do that via the heart space. And so the clarity that you're seeking, relax into your heart and know that it is coming to be. And as you relax, you're going to see it quicker. Or an analogy that you can use is like, let's say you're out in you're out in water and you're like splashing around, right? You can be in crystal blue water and you're splashing around. Well, if you look down, you're not really going to be able to see the bottom of the ocean or the bottom of whatever body of water you're in. You're not going to be able to see to the bottom of it. But as soon as you relax and you surrender and you allow yourself just to be, the water clears and you can then see the bottom. You have that clarity. And it's the same as your consciousness. If you're splashing around and you're chaotic in your consciousness, in your mind, you're not going to have the clarity. You're not going to know which direction to take. You're not going to hear your inner guidance. You're not going to know what move to make in your twin flame union. But as soon as you let go of that splashing around in your mind and your consciousness and that uncomfortableness that comes with that, your heart's going to instantly provide you that clarity that you need to move forward in your union. So relax into your heart space and know that all is well. If you're hearing me say these words, know that all is well in your union. Just keep moving forward. That's all that you need to do. Okay, fourth card, refusing to see. And so we have a number 2 here. So number 2 is partnership, okay? And I feel like what this card is indicating is almost like a refusal to see the truth of your twin flame union. It feels like there's holding on to resentments or a pointing the finger of at your twin flame, wanting them to be the one that's responsible for whatever, or wanting them to be the one that reaches out to you, or it's their fault that we're in this position that we're in, or, whatever the story may be that you're telling yourself. So your twin flame is you. And so whatever they're doing that's upsetting you right now or doesn't feel good, if they're running or chasing dynamic is happening or they're ghosting you, that's something for you to look at within yourself. And if you're refusing to see what they're showing you, you're going to harbor resentment in your heart. You're going to be angry with them. And you can't really move forward from anger. And your number 2, your twin flame is your team player. They're not against you. So if you're feeling that they're against you and that they're out to get you, they're purposely trying to hurt you, that's just not the case. That's not true. So choose to see the truth here that you are one. And whatever your twin flame is choosing, you're also choosing that on some level because you don't choose separately from one another. And so if you're, like just an example, if your twin flame is ghosting you, well, somewhere within yourself, you're choosing to be ghosted. And you want to get clear on, well, why am I choosing to be ghosted? And I can tell you any reason that you find, or anything that you find, I should say, is going to be due to a hurt. And so there's something in your heart, in your consciousness, where you are hurting. And so on some soul level, you're choosing to be ghosted by your twin flame, and they're simply reflecting that one choice to you. They're acting that choice out. And so this is why you really got to, going back to the teach card, this is where you are each other's teacher and each other's student. It's that constant dynamic, and it's very fluid. It's never just one of you is the teacher and one of you is the student. It's always flowing both directions. But this is why you want to look at what they're showing you. And clarity is found in your heart by feeling your feelings. You can take this little slogan, but feelings are healing. So you have to feel your feelings and choose to take full responsibility for what they're showing you and allow yourself to move through that. Okay, last card we have. Yeah, this is exactly the same energy, but it's confront. And so once you choose to see what your twin flame is showing you, then you can, I see this like as like an inner child. This person is looking at his inner child. And so that's often where our hurts and our wounds stem from, is from our childhood. And so explore that inner being within you and know that he or she is still alive within you. And you might have shut that innocent part of you out, but they're still there. And whatever may have happened in the past, that hurt is still there if it's not been fully felt through. And it's going to manifest in your union. And your twin flame is going to show you, hey, you want to look at that. You want to love yourself here. And that is how they love you unconditionally, by showing you where to look within yourself. And so just look and love yourself there. And I do feel called to pull one more card. Yeah, this is why. Okay, so as you follow this guidance, follow your heart and really receive, what it is that's being shown to you. This is what happens. There we go. Coming together. And I love this too, because just as I was saying, you have number two here and you have number two here. And so you can't just, how am I trying to say this? You're going to have challenges in your union. That is going to happen. And so, regardless of what you're going through, that partnership remains. It never ceases to exist. And your twin flame is always loving you perfectly. And this is the end result of you, yeah, receiving what they're showing you and them receiving what you're showing them. So this feels really good. This is exactly what it says, a coming together of. So feelings are healings. Look and see what your twin flame is showing you this week, and know that that is a deepening into your union, a manifestation of your inner togetherness into the physical. So enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next video.